Hello friends, hope you guys are doing well. I am Pushpanjali Patel and in today's tutorial we are going to learn about thermodynamics. So the thermodynamic word has been taken from Greek letter where thermo means heat and dynamic means power. Now let's understand it from basic. So the thermodynamic is the branch of physics that deals with the concept of heat and temperature and the interconversion of heat and other form of energies. Thermodynamic is the macroscopic science. It means that it deals with the bulk of system, not goes into the molecular constituent of matter. Let's know about the thermodynamic system, which has system, boundaries, and surrounding. A thermodynamic system refers to a certain portion of universe selected for the investigation. Likewise, a system in the thermodynamic nothing more than the collection of matter that is being to be studied. All right, so this is the system which is separated through the surrounding by a boundary, and this boundary is either fixed or movable. It depends. Now let's talk about the thermodynamic system, which are open, closed, and isolated. Let's study them one by one, starting with the open system. So in this open system, transfer of mass as well as the energy take place across its boundary. Now let understand it through example of open system in a boiling water in open vessel where the transfer of heat as well as the mass in the form of stream take place between the system and the surrounding. All right. Now let's talk about the closed system. So in closed system, transfer of energy take place across its boundary with the surrounding, but not transfer of mass take place. So the closed system has fixed mass system. Understand it by example. So in closed system is the water is being heated in a closed vessels where water will get heated but the mass will remain same. So because the system is closed, so the vapors of water is not able to come out. That's why the mass is. Now let's talk about isothermal system. So in isothermal system, neither the energy transfer take place nor the mass transfer take place because the wall is adiabatic, which won't allow to flow of heat in the surrounding. Let us know about thermodynamic properties. So in general, thermodynamic properties can be divided into two general cases. Extensive property and intensive property. Let us know them one by one, starting with intensive property. So the intensive properties are those that do not depend on the quantity of matter, or we can say an intensive property is independent of the amount of mass and any vary from place to place within the system at any moment. For example, pressure, temperature, density, specific heat, capacity, thermal conductivity, so and on and so forth. Now coming to extensive property. So the extensive property, their value depend on the mass of system, or we can say an extensive property is dependent upon the amount of mass present or upon the size or the extent of the system. Example: volume, energy, enthalpy, and Gibbs free energy, heat capacity, and so on and so forth. These are the example of extensive. Now coming to the entropy, whenever you hear someone is saying nothing in the universe is perfect, this is what entropy is. This is because entropy actually says that the universe is always heading towards the state of disorder. All right. So entropy, even though being a complex phenomena, has a very simple definition. Let's know its definition, what it is. It is a measure of the degree of disorder and the randomness in the system. The concept of entropy comes from the second law of thermodynamics. um, in any closed system, the entropy will remain constant or increased but will never decrease. All right, the universe is being closed system, also has an entropy which can never decreases. All right, now the thermodynamics speak entropy is the ratio between the heat change to the absolute temperature for isolated isothermal process that even unavailable for doing work. Let's know about enthalpy. First of all, enthalpy is the another way to measure the energy change in the system. Definition wise, we can see enthalpy is the property of thermodynamics which is defined as the sum of internal energy of the system and the product of pressure and the volume of the system. So here H is enthalpy and U is the internal energy plus product of pressure and the volume. So let's know its physical interpretation. Enthalpy is defined as the amount of energy required to form the system, or we can say that the energy associated with the system plus the amount of work required to make the space for the system to exist in the universe, or the amount of work can be calculated from the pressure and the volume associated with the system at that particular state. So now what is Gibbs free energy? If you would like to know what is Gibbs free energy, just ask why Gibbs free energy came into picture. We already studied about what is enthalpy before Gibbs free energy came into the picture. Let's recap what is enthalpy. So enthalpy is measurement of energy in the thermodynamic system. All right, it is the thermodynamic quantity equivalent to the total heat content of the system. Now, we say that much heat or enthalpy is stored in a system and that we can use to do work. But when we convert the heat to useful work, we can't convert it 100%. So we can say that we can't use all the heat energy stored into the system. Now it is important to know that how much energy is stored into the system which can convert into useful work. So from here Gibbs free energy came into picture. All right. So Gibbs free energy is measure quantity of energy that you can convert into useful work. So G is equal to H minus Ts, where G is the Gibbs free energy, H is enthalpy, product of temperature and entropy. So here we know that H, that is enthalpy, is equal to internal energy plus product of pressure and volume. It is substituted here. So the equation is Gibbs free energy is equal to internal energy minus product of temperature and entropy plus product of pressure and volume. Now coming to Helmholtz free energy. Helmholtz free energy is used in the calculation of thermodynamic properties from measurable quantities like temperature, pressure, volume, etc. Or Helmholtz free energy gives the measurement that only required constant temperature, so it is extremely useful in the situation with the fluctuation of pressure. Let's see its definition. That Helmholtz free energy is the thermodynamic potential which is used to measure the work for a closed system with a constant temperature and volume. It can be defined in the form of following equation. So here Helmholtz free energy is denoted by F, and which is equal to internal energy minus product of temperature and entropy. So this is end of my video. If you like it, please do like and subscribe it. Thank you.